So you can still come to the UK on a master's program and come with your dependent, meaning you can still come to the UK with your wife and children. In today's video, I will share with you all the total cost and all you need to know about this. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So if this sounds like what you'll be interested in, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love and support. Honestly, I really appreciate guys. So I've not posted for a while now. But anyway, I'm here now. In today's video, I will be sharing with you guys cost of moving to the UK on a master program with your family. Yeah, you can still come with your dependent. So someone commented on my previous video saying please I should make a video on this, what it will cost to come to the UK and study with your dependent this year 2024, which I am going to be sharing all of that. Now I might not share with you guys the exact amount, but just know that it's close, because I mean at the end of the day, universities vary. I might be talking about University of Sheffield or University of Huddersfield, and then you apply for a university maybe in London. Do you understand? So it varies. Well, before we get started, today's video is being sponsored. With the rising number of students planning their study abroad journey, it is inevitable that students are looking for student accommodation near their universities, while also hoping for the affordability factor to consider. Keeping your convenience as our priority, allow me to introduce to you all UNIACCO. UNIACCO is a global student accommodation platform launched in October 2019. UNIACCO is a global leader in the student accommodation industry with over 1.5 million beds and a presence in more than 10 countries. Thanks to 10,000 properties, 10 million users from 145 countries have used its website. UNIACCO has an outstanding policy: no university, no pay, no deposit, together with its free of charge services. Make it the #1 choice for students traveling overseas. This isn't all, with special incentives like cashback, Amazon voucher, and many more. Isn't this amazing, guys? You have even more ground to choose UNIACCO as your student accommodation provider. The main draw is that UNIACCO offers a host of room types like studio, ensuite, non-ensuite, twin studio, and many more. UNIACCO has its all group booking call for attractive deals. If you and your friend wish to book accommodation together, I suggest you proceed with the group booking and avail a huge discount you would not even anticipate coming your way. And even after you have got it sorted, you are likely to make money from UNIACCO. Wondering how? Refer a friend to UNIACCO and you stand the chance to make £100 for every booking made via your referral. Isn't that amazing, guys? Go check them out. I'm sure you see something for yourself. So guys, I'm going to leave a link on the description below. If you're a student planning to come here to study, honestly speaking, getting accommodation is difficult. Yes, accommodation crisis is real. So with UNIACCO, they have got you covered. So fast forward to today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what it will cost you to come to the UK on this master's program with your family, for those of you interested. #1 is that if you're considering moving to the UK to study, you have to consider the school, accommodation there, job opportunity there, you know, stuff like that. You need to check all of this before you start applying for any university. That's what I would advise anybody planning to come to the UK to study, especially if you're coming with your dependent, meaning if you're coming with your family. Obviously you will need, you know, your dependent will need like a job, you know, to support you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's very important to consider all of this. And #2 again is two things involved. If you are planning to study here in the UK, it's either you're using an agent or you're applying it to yourself. So if you're using an agent, sometimes these agents charge. Yeah, some of them charge. In fact, most of them charge, but a couple of ones apply for free for you. The ones that are charging 500,000, I don't know why they are charging you 500,000, because I see no reason why agents would charge you such amount of money. I am sorry I'm using 500,000. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK. So when I'm using Naira, understand why. Someone told me she paid 500,000. Yeah, the person came here in Huddersfield, and when she told me that, I was like, why will you pay 500,000? And she was like, her husband 200,000, for herself 200,000, and for dependents, she's got 3 kids, they charge 100,000. And I was like, why 500,000 to apply? So that's a lot, honestly speaking. All I know is that if an agent charge you like 100k, for me I think it's okay, because I mean you'll be asking the agent so many questions and they are doing everything themselves. But if you want to apply for yourself, it costs you nothing. All you need to do is to go on the website and do the application yourself. You are not paying any money to apply to study. So #1 is that when you make application, you wait if they accept you or not. That is the #1 step. #2, when they accept you, that is when you now make your payment. It's either you make payment in full or you make half payments when you enter the country. you made the remaining payment. Now there's some universities that are considerate, so they'll ask you to be paying installmental maybe every 2 months or every 3 months. I'll always use University of Bradford as an example. Most people who school there say the school is okay because their payment plan is not that bad compared to University of Huddersfield. University of Huddersfield, if you did not make payment on time, they will block you, and before you know it, you receive a letter from the Home Office. So if you're planning to come with your dependent, your wife and children, for those of you that don't know, the UK government have stopped master's program from coming to the UK with their dependent from this year 2024. However, you can still come with your dependent on a master's in research. Yes, so if you apply for a master's in research, you can still come with your dependent. These research courses are usually 2 years. So if you're planning to come on a master's research, you are allowed to come with your wife. However, good money is involved, which we are going to be talking about now. So before you can apply for this master's in research, there are some requirements you need, which are you need your degree certificate, your transcript, WAEC, international passport, and then you need a personal statement. Anyways, if you're coming for a normal master's, you still need personal statement. So for those of you already in the UK on a master's program, you all know that you have to write your personal statement, isn't it? You also need 2 reference letters, and the last, you need a research proposal. I think this is one of the things that is discouraging so many persons from coming to the UK on this master program. Some persons, when you tell them they will have to write this research proposal, they get discouraged. So yes, you need a research proposal. So if you're considering coming to the UK on this master's in research, these are the documents you will need in order to make your application a successful one. So now let's talk about the fee. So let's say, for example, you're applying for University of Sheffield. Like I said, is an example. If your school fees cost £14,000, why I'm using £14,000 is because school fees varies and depending on your course too. So there's some course that is more than that, and there's some course that are less than that. If it's £14,000 and on your degree certificate you have got first class, second class, or third class, there is always a scholarship. So on this scholarship, you might get a discount of £1,000, £2,000, or £3,000. It just depends on your grade. So now let's say, for example, you got a scholarship of £1,000. Like I said, it just depends on your grade. So you get a discount of £1,000, isn't it? So the school fees will now become £13,000. So because it's a research course, you have to pay the school fees 2 times, meaning the first year you pay £13,000 and the second year of your program you pay £13,000, meaning you pay a total of £26,000 for your program. So now the £26,000 is on one side because that is just your tuition fee, isn't it? Let's go to the living expenses. So living expenses also varies. So if you live close to London, the price for living expenses there it differs because they've got high cost of living compared to this place that we are. Okay, so the cost of living is around 1,345 to 1,995 per month. So this amount you times it by 24 months because your course is for 2 years, isn't it? Okay, so when you times it by 24, let's just say, for example, the cost of living will be around, I don't know, just times it, do the calculation yourself because I cannot start doing all of this calculation yourself, but just times it by that 24. So when you times it by 24, that's how much you're supposed to get, because in a month is around 1,345 for those people not living in London. Do you understand? And after you have calculated that money, you have to leave that money in your bank account. So if you're going with dependents, you also calculate for dependents. Sometimes dependents can be a little bit less, because I'm using myself as an example. For those of you that don't know, we came here on a student route in 2018. That's 6 years ago. My husband was the main applicant, so I was the dependent. Do you understand? So sometimes there's a little bit, just small discount. The money is not much, but it's not exactly the same thing as the main applicant. Do you understand the gist? Well, all the things I'm sharing here is for you to know how much it will cost you or what it costs some persons to come to this place to study. Because this money we're talking about, that is what you're going to show them as your proof of fund. You do the calculation, you know how much is supposed to be in your bank account. So in terms of school fees, some persons don't pay all the school fees at once. They pay half. So now, if you're paying half of your school fees, the university expect that the fact that you're paying half of the school fees, that you should have the remaining balance in your bank account. Do you understand? So this is, the proof of fund we're all talking about. So that remaining balance of your school fees, so if you're not paying in full, the remaining balance is meant to be in your bank account. That's what you show as proof of fund. So fast forward to IHS fee. IHS fee is the NHS health surcharge. That means that when you come to the country, you're not feeling fine, or your wife is giving birth, she will give birth for free. And if you're not feeling fine, you can go for a hospital appointment and all of that. That is why you're paying for your health insurance. And there's some appointment that they'll tell you the fee is not covered. Yes, I would say this one. Anyway, that's by the way. The IHS fee you're paying is currently around 776 for IHS fee. So if you're coming here, you have to calculate how many years, which is 2 years. That means you have to pay 2 years IHS fee for yourself and for your dependent. And if you have got children, times it. You have to pay IHS fee for them. Remember that you have to pay for visa fee. So your visa fee is £490. So if you're coming with your wife and children, times it by how many of your dependent you're coming with. So yes, this is what it will cost you to come to the UK on a master's in research program, and also come with your dependent. Yeah, like I said, this country is all about money. If you have your money, you can come to the country, to be honest. So UK is all about money. So for those of you asking me how much it will cost, this is what it will cost you. And if you have got uncles that want to sponsor you, you can share this video to them. They'll watch it and see exactly how much they need to have in order to sponsor you to come to the UK and study, or in order to sponsor you and your family to study. All of this I share are based on my research, and also it might not be exact figure, but at least you know how much you should be, thinking of having before you can come on this master's in research. Well, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video interesting and informative to watch, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in my next post. Bye guys.